Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and I'm battling here for week number 11 of WPL season number 8. Unfortunately, the opponent that I originally had to battle this week ended up dropping the league a few weeks ago, so I'm actually taking a 3-0 forfeit win against Jake and his Miami Mimikyus now. I did not want to just not have a video up, that would be kind of lame, so I ended up hitting up my guy Storm right here, who did defeat us a few weeks ago, and he's actually using Jake's team, and we both have Pyrotas randomized sets right here, so I'll leave the link to pyrotas.com if you've never heard of it down below in the description, but essentially we just dumped out random sets with random moves from these mons and move pools, and essentially we just battled it out with them. So I'm gonna get the 3 or 4 footman no matter what happens right here. Even if I get 6-0'd by Storm in this, we still move up to 9-2, which is great, but there's really not much to go over with the team preview right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it. I'm gonna lead off with Kieran Black, and actually turn 1 I go for the swagger, as you guys will see momentarily. This league does have swagger clause, however, because it was a Pyrotas randomized set and neither of us really cared, I just let it fly right here, as I'm gonna swagger him again, and knowing my luck, despite the reduced chance for confusion hits this time, he's eventually going to break through right here, go right for the Iron Head, and I just gave the thing +6. My only way of revenging this thing is hoping he hits himself. I go right here for the Rock Smash, does nothing, and because of my luck right here, I'm going to go ahead and knock him out. So that could have been really bad. That thing could have 6-0'd me. Heliolisk comes out next right here, as I'm going to go ahead and throw out Diggersby. He did actually get Electric Stab on this, which is funny. It's really not that unlikely considering that that thing has a 1 stab. Actually, I guess it has 2. It has a normal, right? But it's only good normal stab is Hyper Voice. You'll see my return right here is not doing much at all. I guess Pyrotas decided that Cheek Pouch on my Diggersby was the wave right here, so we have Cheek Pouch Frustration. That would be a 2-hit KO had I actually had the huge power, of course, but he's going to go ahead and Toxic me, and this next turn right here is actually really cool. He's going to go ahead and click for Fly this next turn as I go right for the Frustration. I'm faster, by the way, because I obviously had... He's obviously a very slow set based on the Pyrotas, so I'm going to go ahead and click Smackdown on his Fly, and he actually cannot click his Fly right there, so that was just a coincidence. I did have the Smackdown for the Fly, and because I am faster, I can go ahead and knock him out right here. Now, Diggersby is very low, but just that exchange right there was very cool. Being able to go for the Smackdown on the Fly. He's going to knock me off with the Dark Stab here on the Weavile, which is really cool. The fact that they gave him knockoff. Tornadus comes out here. He does a ton of damage and knocks off my Douse Drive. I am not a Genesect, unfortunately, as unfortunately I will be switching out here into my Entei, seeing that I cannot take another one. This Entei was a random Z Crystal, it looks like, so I really could not get knocked off right there. I go for the Sand Attack right here, and he actually ends up going for, I believe, a Head Smash this turn, and missing. I don't even think Head Smash is 100% accurate to begin with, so it's not very likely for you to hit right there, as I actually got the one move on this Deontay that could hit both of these Pokemon. I go ahead and 2-hit KO this with Psychic. This next turn, he's going to go ahead and bring out his Weavile and bust out a very cool move right here in Metal Claw, which I actually was not expecting at all. Doesn't even knock me out, though, because of Deontay's base of 110 defenses and Metal Claw being a pretty weak attack, as he's going to go ahead and use this turn out so I recharge to get a Curse up, and I actually end up getting a little bit lucky right here. Going to go ahead and hit him up with the Psychic and crit through his Emboar right here. I think I might have been fine anyway, but he's going to go ahead and bring out his Heliolisk right here. It's just going to get worn down by Psychic. Go for the low sweep right here. Doesn't do too much at all. Doesn't even knock me out, which is funny. Lowers my speed. He's going to go for the low sweep again. And eventually the game does end up ending right here. He ends up knocking that out. Retaliate is going to go ahead and pop off, and that's going to be that. Figured it wasn't worth the time. And yeah, that's going to be GG. So we do end up picking up the win right here. 3-0, which is funnily enough the differential that I would have gotten from the forfeit win. So that is what it is. We end up moving up to 9-2. Next week I battle Lantern Joe, who I actually will be trying against, given that I do want to finish 10-2 as I went 9-3 last season. So we'll see how that works out. And I'll see you then. Later.